So this is trade recap for April 1st, 2025. I traded in the morning and in the afternoon, and well, the London session, the New York session, it was pretty okay. So in the in the London session, I had a good trade. I'm going to cut here. So, uh, we we had this structure during the morning at 2 and at 3. We in On Monday we took out the lows, we made a new high, and through the Asian session we had a little retrace. At the start of London, we just took out these highs in Nasdaq. We did the same in the S&P 500. Where is it? Here. We did the same at from 2 to 3. We took out the session highs, but we had the previous day highs without being touched, and so I thought that it was pretty clear, or like my idea was to try and take the daily high in the Nasdaq. The S&P 500 was like weaker, so I decided to go with the Nasdaq. At 3, we spend the entire hour, from 3 to 4, just retracing. In 15 minutes, it looked okay, and in 1 hour, if you go to 1 hour, it's the structure is pretty good. We take out the lows on Monday, we make a new high, we fill the gap for the week, a little retrace into a fair value gap, and then we can just continue going up, taking the previous day high. So my idea was that we didn't take it at 3, but we got pretty close to it. So if you go down, I didn't see anything anywhere where we could just bounce during 3 to 4. And the price didn't give me anything. So I decided to wait until 4 because it seems like at 2, 3, and 4 there's a lot more liquidity and volatility coming into the market. So at I waited until almost 4, and I started noticing that we had in 15 minutes we had this fair value gap in the Nasdaq, and I thought if we close below the fair value gap, I'm not going to long, as this might go lower and take up these lows. There's liquidity here, but we didn't do that, so we closed within the fair value gap. So at 4, I was looking into just going long and any signs of the price wanting to bounce and get the previous day highs. So um, I went into the 1 minute and I just waited. And I saw that at 4 we made an SMT with the S&P 500. The S&P 500 made a new low, and we didn't make that low. So I waited until we had the break of structure. I entered long here, and then we did another break of structure, and I put one more contract, I think, in this candle. The stop loss was here, and the final entry price or whatever was around here. So maybe I got priced in around at the top of this candle, and at the top of this candle more or less, and the average price was around here. So the entry was at 4. We make an SMT. We don't close. We close above the fair value gap or inside the fair value gap, so we don't create an inverse fair value gap in the 15-minute time frame. We do a little break of structure, which is not really a break of structure, but it was like a retest of this candle. I enter here, stop loss here, and then when we did this break of structure, I entered again when we were close to this two candles, and from here it was just up only until right at 11 or like 5 that we took out the high. Barely took out the high, but I had my take profit like around here, so it was TP. It was a pretty good trade. I am trying to be patient and not take stupid trades, so this morning was pretty okay, and the trade idea was really good. Then in the afternoon we didn't have much. We didn't have like crazy news. We had something at 10. So my idea was we have liquidity here from Asia, the Asian low in in the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to hide this. In the 1 hour time frame, we have this structure at the close of 9, right before 10. Um, well, I might say that here we have this structure at 8, and my idea was similar to what we did on Monday. We can take out the low of Asia, then continue higher, since the structure on the daily looked like we were going to keep going up until unless well, not unless, but at least on Tuesday, because in the higher time frame on Monday we took a huge sell side liquidity um, low. So I thought we are going to keep going higher into the fair value gap. So um, we need first to take out something from here and then go up. So my idea coming at 3 at like 9:30 was that's the 1 hour candle. So we should take out something from here before going up. So I went into the 3 minute thing and I saw that we took out this highs and we barely took out this highs. If we go down to the S&P 500, we took out this highs at 648. So it was, we had an SMT at open from with the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. So I thought the S&P 500 is weaker, the Nasdaq is stronger. I usually prefer to trade the Nasdaq. So we might go down at 9:30, take out this liquidity, and then at 10 with the news go up. That didn't happen. That didn't happen, and we just stalled until 9, until 10. Uh, and with the news, we took out the sell side liquidity. So yeah, we took out the sell side liquidity, and immediately after, we just ran up into the London highs and a lot more. So here I did trade with we go into the 1 minute time frame. We took out liquidity. We created the SMT between the 9:33 and like 9:25 candles. So I think I entered here on this wick, on this candle, or here maybe targeting these lows and then these lows. It just didn't happen. I should have waited because we had pretty good news at 10. And if we look at what we did after 10, it's um, easier to see that we were just going a little bit higher to get some liquidity and then just run to the lows. If we go to the 15-minute time frame, we have this huge fair value gap. I thought we might go into this and then go drop down. The thing is, in the open, I saw that we were creating an SMT, so I just said we might not go up into the fair value gap. We were just going down from here. I should have waited because we have we had news at 10, and the open is not really the best time to trade. So this was 1 hour, less than 1 hour, like half hour usually, of a loss, and then the trade in the morning was, I think, 5 hour between adding more contracts and everything. So it was a good day. The only thing is that I would have liked to be a little bit more patient here trading the Nasdaq, wait until the news and then see what the price does. Here I probably wouldn't have traded anything, but when I took the loss, I wasn't really paying much attention to the market because I thought, okay, I took one loss today, traded pretty well in the morning, then don't want to trade more. So I just looked at the markets, but I didn't trade. Here, if I hadn't taken this stupid loss, I wouldn't have taken a short here because there was no trigger. It was a bit messy. But after taking this low, this was a pretty good um, entry point with stop loss here, something like that, and then targeting the highs from today, and even if you want to go higher, it went higher. So this would have been a really good trade. But yeah, um, but it's fine. It was a good day overall. I just need to trade, be more patient overall. But that's good.